All right. Allow me to reintroduce ourselves, motherfuckers. This is Triggered, part of the Heal Channel Network. If y'all don't know, now you know. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, motherfuckers, because we got fire coming out real soon. I'm going to start this shit off. I ain't even going to introduce this before I say this shit. Jeff Sessions, fuck you.
What the fuck?
That's what I got for you, Jeff Sessions, you old dinosaur fuck. What's wrong with you, boy? You serious right now? You want to take us back to the caveman days? That bullshit? Get the fuck out of here. You know it's America. You know this is America. Fuck out of here with your crazy dictator style bullshit. All right. That shit's not going to roll with us. All right. It's not going to fly. All right. That being said, my name is Eddie Law. You know me from the Keyboard Warriors. That is Ashley Lamprey, the founder of said Heal Channel. What up, my boy?
What up, brother? I find it weird that, like, there seems to be this thing of, like, people trying to, like, revert back to old ways rather than moving forward with anything. When you were talking about it, then it just reminds me back to of like when I was talking about, I think it was the first episode, where he's like, don't mention politics around folk, because like there's so many people who want to revert back to old ways, and it's like I don't understand how we're still living in certain ways and there's still old laws when we are in a totally different generation. And it's just stupid, man. We're at that point now where it's like, if we're still doing certain things that didn't work 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and we're still trying to implement them, man, we need to change, man. But other than that, I'm good.
Look, man, I'll tell you what. Fucking Jeff Sessions bullshit. Hey, man, you do realize you lost the war on drugs, right? Y'all lost already? That shit's over. That shit's gone. All right? We got legalized. That war is over. All right? You can no longer put people in cages for no reason. All right? The fact that you fucking make money off of prisons is bullshit, first of all. But I digress. It just pisses me the fuck off. If you don't know, Jeff Sessions is there was during Obama's presidency, one of the good things that he did was, you know, he made it hard, not harder, but he lessened the prosecution on people that were getting arrested for marijuana. I mean, you're putting people in cages for a plant that makes them happy for an hour. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever, and it helps. It's so many health benefits, right? If you think about it, the real reason is because, it's because, you know, the prisons are privatized in this country, so private corporations are making money off of putting people in cages, which is bullshit. The problem is if you don't make weed illegal, you're going to lose all these prisoners, right? So
and the pharmaceutical companies as well.
Yeah, those fuckers have lobbyists in there fighting against marijuana. The fucking prison guard union. The prison guard union is seriously, it's disgusting. It's madness in this fucking side of the fucking planet, everywhere really, but especially here. It's so fucking. It's the dumbest way to start 2018. I hope every state legalizes weed, just so we can have like a unified middle finger to like, all right, fuck you, little short fucking dinosaur midget fuck. And normally I don't cuss my ass up, which kind of like shit, because cussing in any argument it will basically, in my opinion, kind of invalidate your opinion because it makes you sound like an idiot. But fuck you, Jeff Sessions, all right, you little punk bitch. All right, straight up. There's people that aren't me that are gonna be making way better arguments than I am, so I'll let those guys fucking say it in the nicest way possible.
All I'm saying is this, that like I've had to deal with a few older people today, and I genuinely, like, someone I know turned around and said to me, when old people die, it will be the greatest, like this like older generation of ours, and all of them are gone, it will be the most relieving thing in the world, because at the end of the day we'll be able to kind of move forward and no longer have to be under a narrow-minded regime and whatnot. But one of my things, like older generation of ours, all of them are gone. Relax. Yeah, but one of the things I was just going to say though is I had a conversation, brief one by the way, I'd just like to add. What is it with old white men?
Yeah.
That like get all creepy whenever they see like an Asian woman.
Huh?
Whenever there's a white dude around, right, an old white dude, like we're talking like 50s and shit. Every time I'm ever around one, and they're ever around like a young Asian chick, they all like, oh, she's a bit of all right, isn't she? I'm like, whoa. I don't know if it's that thing of like, you know, like the old militant things where they go and get Asian chicks and like they wife them and they bring them over to this country and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's to do with that, but I just noticed like a lot of white dudes, like old white dudes, are into their Asian chicks and they're really creepy about it. Because one of them, like somewhere where I was working, they turned around and they was like, she's a bit all right, isn't she? And I was like, she's pretty, I guess. Like,
yeah. a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of Asian women are kind of tiny and they're easily thrown around, and white people can't, or white dudes can't really throw many people around. No, I mean it might be something like that, dude. Hey, look, I know a few old folks here. If you go to Arizona, you find a good amount of old white guys with older Asian ladies, right? Fair enough. No one cares. I don't give a fuck. Do your thing. The fact is, when you keep noticing it over and over and over again, I was like, someone was in Vietnam. Like somebody went back after his tour of duty and found himself a lady. Hey, I'm all for love, baby. Do your thing. I don't care. Have some fun. But it is weird. It's kind of odd. But
it's that thing of those. But like, I'm just putting it like this. So, right, for example, if you was to see a hot white chick, a hot black chick, a hot Latino chick, whatever, you'd be like, damn, she's fine.
Hey man, if Rachel Ostovich walks in front of me, I'm just like, God damn, she's fine.
But the thing is, though, is like it's just universal, like that. For myself as well. Like if I just see that, then I'd be like, damn, she's fine. Yeah. But when it comes to that thing of like, you know, pondering over to one specific demographic, and it's not just like all white people. It's not like all of us are kind of going, oh, look at the Asian chicks. It's old white men, and that's why I find it creepy.
This is weird. I never thought about it, to be honest with you.
It's because, like I say, I just think that white older people are creepy because, like, I was talking to one of my friends at work, older bloke as well, and he turned around and he were on about, like, he had on his phone, like, one of the other older men that I work with sent him, what the fuck you call it, a GIF, and it was basically like a woman jiggling her boobies. And he was like, and you know what, right? He was like, fucking hell, look at that. And I was like, porn's free, dude. And do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Generation, and he was like, yeah, but what you don't understand is back in my day, water was free and porn cost you. Now, porn is free and water costs you. So it's like, pardon?
How crazy is that? That's true.
Yeah. But he was just like, you don't understand, man. Like, you used to have to, like, steal a magazine from, like, the news agents if you wanted to see some titties before the age of, like, 15, 14, whatever.
Bro, so, I was 12 years old with a stolen Victoria's Secret catalog. I don't give a fuck. I was all about that shit.
I just think it's funny that it predominantly seems to be, like, I hate to sound, like, bad against, like, my own people, as you guys would call it. But god damn, I always find that really weird when you have to kind of like put yourself into a genre. But it's just one of those weird things when I look at older dudes and I'm just like, you guys are some creepy folks. Like, no wonder people think we're weird. And whoa, just to put this out there, did you see what Nike Miro? I can't say his name now. Mirotic, Nico Mirotic. I couldn't see his fucking last name then. I could see it in my head. Did you see on the jump them having his sandwich, like his favorite sandwich?
No, I didn't see it.
You're gonna fucking love it. It's absolutely disgusting, and I can't even believe any human being could stomach it. It's a what you guys would in the States call a jelly and mayonnaise sandwich.
That's disgusting.
Ayo, for people in the UK, that's like mayo and jam, as we call it. But
so it's like strawberry, like jam, and like mayonnaise on bread.
I don't know if it was strawberry, raspberry, or grape or what it was, but it was, you know, jam, jelly, whatever you want to reference it as.
Yeah.
On bread with mayonnaise.
You know what? And I can kind of relate because when you're poor, you eat mayonnaise sandwiches. It's just mayo with bread sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can relate. That being said, that sounds gross. Like, you got money, Mirotic. Fucking what the fuck?
He doesn't want to forget where he came from.
Okay, you know what? You don't want to forget where you came from? Put a big old fucking picture of the place on your wall and just stare at that shit.
Oh
I don't know. I mean, look, sometimes you develop the taste for shit.
Yeah, that's just fucked up, dude. Like, I can't think of the weirdest thing that I eat together. Like, I can't think of it.
What is the weirdest thing? I can't think of the weirdest thing I eat.
I can't think of the weirdest thing that I put together with two different things. For the people who are watching this right now, here's in the chat if you eat anything that's like a weird combination or just something that you think that might be weird. You might not think it is, but like it could be weird, like a weird combination of things. But
powerful Lil's in the comment section. What up?
Oh, Lil's, man. It's been time since she's been in the fucking comments, man.
Yeah, but you know, she's a young lady. She's busy.
Damn Skippy, powerful at the uni, knocking. She read the She's gonna kill me for forgetting the name of the fucking book. But you know the book that Joe Rogan always goes on about Homo. It's not Homo sapien. It's something else.
Who's it by?
Fucking if I know his name. It's the book that Joe Rogan talks about in every fucking thing. She's gonna fucking kill me. She's gonna be putting that in the comments real quick, I'm sure. She puts milk. Oh, I put milk in soup. People tell me it's weird. That's fucking weird. Is that
sounds a little weird?
Sapiens. Sorry, it's called Sapiens, the book.
Oh, okay. Now I heard of it.
Joe Rogan talks about it quite a lot in the shows and whatnot. So that is something that she was reading and whatnot. But yeah, man, I don't know. I can't think of anything weirder than putting milk in soup. I'm not gonna lie. If it's a creamy soup, maybe.
Yeah. Look, I mean, maybe you're trying to cool it down or something. I don't know. I used to put ice cubes in soup if it was too hot.
Kind of makes sense because it thin it out a tiny bit as well, so it'd be bearable, I guess.
So I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of soup. That makes sense. I can't fucking think of what I do. Well, it's not weird. It's delicious. I used to take waffles and put a big slab of peanut butter in the middle. Right, so you put the waffles in the toaster, they come out hot, and you put the peanut butter in the middle, and it melts, and it's messy as shit, right? And then you dip it in Nutella.
Right, this is going to sound really bad, but do you drink like cups of coffee or cups of tea, like with milk in it?
Yeah, cup tea or coffee.
Do you put the milk in first or last?
Last.
I don't get that. I always put it in first.
Really?
I think the only reason I do that is so that, like, if you put hot water in it, it'll actually make it like a milder temperature as you put it to the top. But everybody always likes you put it at the top, so then it's not as hot at the beginning. I'm like,
well, it also mixes better, right? If you put the milk first.
Oh yeah, we can put in the milk first. Yeah.
Hey, put the milk in first. It should mix better. That's a good point.
How to make a coffee with Eddie and Ash, my guy.
How to spend your 30s trying not to think about the fact that you have responsibilities outside of this shit by us.
Oh shit, don't make me triggered, my guy.
Yeah, your time's coming.
I'm already in that 30 club, man. 30.
I know.
Oh, good. I'm safe. I think I'm doing okay. Somebody actually said to me the other day, the irony of this person was 25 years old, and they said to me, "How old are you, Ash?" And I was like, "Guess." And they was like, "Oh, right about my age, like 24, 25." I was like, "You can stay."
Yeah. Someone told me I looked like I was 26, and I was like, "Thank you."
Is that before or after you trimmed the beard?
That was after I trimmed the beard.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
After that was a couple of days ago. Yeah.
If I shave my face, I'm gonna look like Sage Northcutt, but just not as ripped.
Oh, what is your favorite called Sage Northcutt? Santa with abs. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good. Like
I don't want us to like talk too much MMA because we tried to stay away from. There's one subject that I want to address though. Amanda Nunes, shut the fuck up. You ain't trying to fight Cyborg. Get the fuck out of
I didn't even see what she said specifically about it. I heard Dana White was saying Amanda Nunes wants to fight Cyborg. That's the fight we're gonna try and make or whatever. That's the fight we need to make. Bruh, look, I get it. Nunes wants to fight her because there might be a payday. That's one. Two, everybody says they want to fight Cyborg until it's time to fight Cyborg.
Yeah, but if you remember when Jermaine Durandamine won the title, she wanted to fight for that belt. As soon as Cyborg got given that belt because Jermaine Durandamine vacated it, you remember she actually said, I'm going to stick at 135. She don't want
to. They don't want any of that. Most girls don't want to fight her. They just say, look, Megan Anderson, and I've been thinking this for a while. I mean, I honestly think Megan Anderson might have just been talking shit about Cyborg or wanting to fight Cyborg just to get into the UFC.
No, for sure. That's facts. Outright.
Yeah. Here's the problem is that it's like, what are you waiting for? You know what I mean? Like, now what? They're not adding anybody to 145 yet.
Visa, apparently. But anyway, fuck Cyborg, fuck fucking Amanda Nunes, and fuck all that bullshit 145 division. Dude, you've got 3 people in it. They don't even have rank. Let's just put it out there. But anyway, moving off subject. I know this isn't something that you will have seen, but it was trending and it was all over my feed this morning. But I don't know if you saw the New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view. Any of the highlights of it?
No, there was on the cage side, the cage side press guys. Shout out cage side press, Big Tone, Parth, Heath, Harry, all those guys, Jay, and Jason Payne. You guys, they were talking about it on there. I was reading what they were saying, and they would put like a stream link on there, and I was like, Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm good.
I'm gonna send you. I know that you're obviously a very busy man with your CrossFit and all that kind of jiu-jitsu and all that kind of
Jiu-jitsu.
stuff. Jiu-jitsu, powerful. But I'm gonna send you the link for one of the main matches on there. That was Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho.
Isn't Chris Jericho WWE?
Yeah, but I think he's got one of those kind of. He's an independent contractor. I think he can kind of go and do like odd little bits where he wants and stuff like that. And to be quite honest with you, Kenny Omega is probably the best wrestler in the world that's not in WWE, and arguably in the world, period. But that's not for me to say. But what is cool though is they had a great match. It was very entertaining, and I think you'd thoroughly enjoy it. It was very Japan-esque, so it was fucking cool. But yeah, that was a crazy show. I saw a lot of the highlights as well. New Japan just seems to fucking do it right, man. They do in a sense kind of like what most shows should do. When they do their big one at the beginning of the year, it's their biggest card of the year, and they stack it to the absolute rafters. I think it's like a 7-hour long card though, like the overall card. It's like a UFC pay-per-view. They just stack it with 7 hours, but it's like UFC 200 or UFC 100, like those big long cards where everybody's on it. So shout out to those guys. But something that you'll know more about than I do, but I saw it obviously today going around, West Hollywood Jesus has died at 57 years old. Can you care to elaborate what the fuck this guy's about?
He's just a dude that walks around like Hollywood, just on the streets, and takes pictures with people, and just looks like Jesus.
Homeless? Is he homeless?
I don't know. I don't think he's homeless at this point. He's a name, so I'm assuming he had money. Here's the thing: I never gave a shit, so I always remember I've heard about him and shit.
One thing that kind of concerns me is he's white. I'm just saying, look into it.
Look, that he's white. Bro, we don't. No one look. No one get. Look, and this is America. No one cares about about actual history, bro. All right, like according to people here, we won Vietnam. There was a win in that shit. All right, I'm just saying. And according to people here, we're winning the war on drugs. I'm just saying.
I think Eddie Monk crowd just something real quick.
I'm a little upset right now about that bullshit with Jeff Sessions. But anyway, yeah, no, it's we always get weird people like that around here. Like, I know in Arizona there's a guy, I forget his name. I talked to him like 3-4 times. When I was living in Tucson, when I was going to school down there, there was this dude that used to walk around. He had like okay, so medieval times with the guy that when knights wore under their armor, that weird chain fucking thing that covered like up to here, but went around their head and everything. This dude made one of those out of pop can tabs. So soda can tabs. He made a massive one of those. And he would come in. I used to cover city council shit, right? For that city. And I'd be in there, and this dude would walk in, and he'd say every single day or every single city council meeting, the same exact speech. We need to get the kids off crack. We need to stop the crack in the city. Crack's an epidemic. And he would just the same exact speech every single meeting, nonstop. Something's up with this dude. Anyway.
Hey, that point though, I'm just saying.
Oh, great point, but still. So then I graduated and I moved back up to Phoenix, and which is like it's like 100 miles, basically literally 100 miles away. And I forgot where I was. I was out in the mall or something. All of a sudden, I thought I saw a ghost. I thought I saw a ghost. He went around the corner. I followed him. It's this same motherfucker. So he's like that guy, and everyone recognizes there's people taking pictures with him and shit because he's wearing the fucking chain thing again. But I'm pretty sure he's homeless. Like, pretty damn sure he's homeless.
100 miles to be with Eddie.
Nah, someone gave him fucking He's stuck in the back of my truck like an asshole.
Isn't that some fucking irony?
Right? What the fuck? Nah, but you get characters like that around here all the time, man. Then you got those culty bastards that want to tell their they convince idiots that they're like some kind of like divine being. Like what was that one? I saw a documentary about it. That one crazy asshole that got everyone to move with him to some small little shit town.
No.
Huh?
No, I was joking saying Moses.
Oh, Moses. No, Moses was legitimately crazy. No, but no, this guy, he fucking got everyone to go on a God, what was the name of it? He got all those people to move down to some little fucking middle of nowhere shit town, and then they committed mass suicide.
Oh, so like a cult thing, then?
It's a culty thing. Yeah, it's a cult. You got people, dude. How stupid are people? They believe. Look, man, and this is something that I forget who said it. Fuck, who was it? Was it Bill Burr? I think said it. I want to say it was Bill Burr. He said, "Look, man, I can't believe your guy if he has a driver's license. Like, we have video of your guy. I can't believe you." Like there's no video of Jesus anywhere. All right, but the Scientology guy, there is.
Yeah, the thing is though, and I was talking to somebody about this today. Apparently, when it comes to religion and whatnot, and cults, the difference is it has to have so many members in it, and additional to that, the person who created the religion cannot be alive for it to be a religion. So that's one of the main things.
Well, I'm gonna start a cult.
Yeah, but I was gonna say you have to start the cult, get so many followers, die, and then not be able to make a profit off of it, and then everybody else will.
I'm gonna start the "We Appreciate Rachel Ostovich's Booty" cult, and then it's become a religion after I'm dead.
You're gonna get a lot of people following you who have dick pics as their profile pictures. I'm just throwing it out there.
As long as they don't send them to me, I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm saying
just send me money. There's gonna be a membership.
Profile pictures, brother.
Oh, fuck that! No,
just who the fuck did we? I can't remember. There was somebody who I spoke to or interviewed or some bullshit a while ago. I think it was when I was working with Front, and I spoke to somebody just literally in the comments, like they posted something about like a TV show. I commented, that's it, and then they followed me because the person replied. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Anyway, that person liked something recently, and I was like, "Who the fuck's that?" So I clicked on it, and I was like, whatever the name was, and I was like, I don't recognize that name. And then I clicked on the profile. Big mistake, because the profile picture was man's fucking Johnson. I was just like, bruh, like you can't, dude.
Yo, real quick, because we kind of touched on social media and this somewhat tiny bit going back to MMA and everything, but the dude from Jackson Winklejohn, did we talk about this last on Tuesday?
No, we didn't talk about it because obviously, for people who don't know, basically I think, oh no, me and Brad did, but obviously you weren't there because you were driving 60 and a 70 or a 30 and a 70.
Yeah.
So, what did you want to say about it?
All right, so for anyone that doesn't know, the Jackson, the guy that had to handle social media for Jackson Winklejohn, the gym in New Mexico, he posted a picture of Cyborg, basically calling her like a dude a bunch of times, right? And Cyborg got super pissed about it and was just like demanding an apology and demanded the UFC take away his credentials. Well, the UFC took away his credentials.
Good.
And here's the thing. So here's a question I have for you. Then. Well, first, let's give the whole story. So then this guy, the Jackson Winklejohn account, apologizes. No, not apologize. They explain what happened. Literally, their side of the story.
Apology.
Exactly. Like, sorry, but go fuck yourself. Sorry, like that kind of thing. So they posted a thing about, Cyborg people were calling Holly a bitch, that bitch, and they were laughing at a picture of Cyborg's toe and literally inside Holly's eye. And I'm just like, no, and our guy got upset, and that's why he posted what he posted. Here's the thing. That's a social media guy. He posted that bullshit. Like, and then he comes out with his own little whack ass explanation / tiny little apology on Instagram, and then he gets banned. So here's the question I have: is that, I mean, do you think the UFC banned him because of what he did, or they banned him because Cyborg demanded something be done?
Right. Two things. One, you cannot slander a person within a company and be representing a company in Jackson's. At the end of the day, he represented a business, he represented a company, and he was representing that gym, and he didn't conduct himself the way that media, quote unquote, should do. Now, I propose that he has to fight Cyborg at Jackson's. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying talk shit, be about shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's that dude who's fighting Taro De La Rosa on Saturday.
Yeah.
He's going to get his ass kicked. But you know what? Credit to the dude. He's going through and he's going to get his ass kicked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm all for people talking shit. But you need to tag somebody, motherfucker. Because that's the thing. Half of these dudes, this is my problem, right? Half of these people, for example, say if it was, me or you, respectively, if me and you said something about Cyborg, which, let's be honest, everybody's done it. I could go back to when was fucking Cyborg popped for that estrogen thing?
Well, recently?
Yeah, the recent one where she got.
I don't know.
Everton or whatever. for something that was to do with periods or something like that she was taking. There was something she was taking to help with the blood because she needed it to thin something, and it was prescribed by the doctor, but she got popped for it because obviously it's an illegal substance, and she got a pass for it because blah blah blah. But go back to that time. I'm daring any one of these motherfuckers to show what they were saying about her. I dare you. Because I know half of the people on my timeline right now are going, this is disgusting. This is horrible. Y'all were saying it. Like, all of y'all.
Yeah, I think the difference is this guy works inside media. I mean,
No,
like, he's like...
I'm talking about media guys.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. No, okay. Okay, now, okay. I thought you were talking about just like regular people. I mean, no, yeah. Those
people saying some sideways shit about her and calling her
those
a dude
fucking
shit.
Yeah, those fucking hypocrites. Yeah, I get that. All right.
So I'm just saying this. At the end of the day, I personally don't think they did it because she demanded it. I think they did it to kind of say, Jackson's, get your shit together.
That Jim's just going. I mean, that's the same. Their Twitter account liked the tweet.
Yeah, about Aljamain Sterling.
The Aljamain Sterling tweet. This is the N-word straight out, like the angry one. That was fucked up. I was like, shit, dude. That's how that's the thing. You can't even do that on social media anymore because people can see that shit.
You can't do shit anymore. Like, the thing is if you're going to say something, you have to stand by it. You have to stand by it. You know, I brought up the point to Brad on Tuesday. Nobody was mad when Joe Rogan and everybody, like, all on that show, and Brendan Schaub were calling her a guy.
They were mad. I mean, the first time when Dana White did it, they were mad. When Joe Rogan did, they're like, oh, you know. And I said the same shit though. I was just like, look, man, Rogan's a comedian on a comedy podcast.
Though. He's a member of the UFC's broadcast team.
True.
He's part of the company. It doesn't matter if he's a comedian. The fact is if he says something on a social platform that he has, we're talking about, you know, what is it? I think he over a year he reaches over 1 billion downloads.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's at the same time he did apologize, like hardly apologize. Not only there, but to her face. So
yeah, 100%. But the thing is, though, is like if Cyborg turned around and went, no, fuck you, she's hardly going to win fans saying fuck you to Joe Rogan.
No.
So I understand the politics of it all, but my point being is, though, is where was the outrage from half of these websites? They didn't want to say nothing bad about Joe Rogan because he's a comedian. He's not really a broadcaster, bro. He's a broadcaster. He works for the UFC. He gets paid handsomely for working for the UFC, and he's leaving in August. Let's just say it.
Yeah, welcome, Jimmy Smith. We're happy to have you.
Are we? Yeah. I
like Jimmy. I like Jimmy a lot. I think he's good. And I think he's better. He's going to be better in the UFC than he was in Bellator because there's a lot more to talk about there. A lot more. He's going to have to explain way less as far as like the background of some of these guys because people don't know the history of those guys. I mean, who knows who actually knows the like a casual fan who knows the history of Patricky Pitbull or the history of Charlie Ward or in fact, if any casual people are watching, did you recognize either name I just threw out? I'm just saying, outside of Michael Venom Page, outside of Paul Daly, outside of Rory McDonald, you don't recognize any name. You don't even recognize Gegard Mousasi unless someone showed you a picture. You know what I mean? So he's gonna do way better with the UFC, I think. And then and look, I think you're right. I think Rogan's done in August. He's like, oh, this is a great replacement. We'll work at the same time until August, and I'm out this bitch.
I kind of hope that they do one show together.
Right. I want So give me Anik, Jimmy, and Joe just for one show.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Just one pay-per-view. Make it a good pay-per-view. Just because I want to see.
Make it the July 4th.
There you go, the July 4th card. Yeah. And make it like the farewell Joe Rogan card or something if you want.
Exactly. Make it
that'd be great.
And then the August one, you can do it in fucking Tokyo or wherever you want to fucking do some big foreign pay-per-view like Australia or some shit. But I will say this. I'm bitter. I just want Ranallo. I'm not going to lie.
I don't like Ranallo.
I fucking love him. Like don't you say a fucking bad word about Ranallo.
No. I'm not going to tell you nothing bad about him. He's annoying.
No.
Yeah.
Yo, you're gonna say that, but you like
no. Time out. Settle. Let me explain. All right. I used to like all his stuff back in the day, right? And then I heard about the WWE bullying shit, and relax. But it just he's got this like very pro wrestling style. Yeah, very pro wrestling style. I'm not a fan.
I understand that. The thing is, though, is I'd rather take the over the top pro wrestling from a guy who knows more about the sport
Mm-hmm.
than half of the people that are on that UFC commentary team.
Okay, name the ones that you don't think that don't know as much as they should.
In context of like commentating, not necessarily that it might be just an articulate thing.
Okay.
In my opinion. I don't like DC.
Disagree. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to fucking gun DC. But if you remember back in the day, we didn't like DC. I'm just saying.
No. I think he got better, but I think he's just to me he's genuine. That's just me.
I don't know. It's hard to say that when the guy was trying to be Nice Guy, and then he turned heel.
Right? No. He's genuine in his reactions of what I meant. Like when he goes, Doug Rose. Some people find that annoying.
Yeah.
Some people find that annoying. I thought it was just like he's just being honest about how he feels. He has no idea what the fuck to say on top of it.
Yeah, but he was just talking over other people, and it was like there was more to be said. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's one of those moments where, like, I know this sounds stupid, but like in a way, I kind of missed Goldie because Goldie would have said something to do with that. Like, said what a momentous occasion for Rose Namajunas, and then you just hear Joe Rogan in the back going, "Oh my god!" And I need the emotion from one guy. I can't have it from three people all at the same time. I need somebody to still carry the show.
That's what I don't like about John Anik. Is his explosion of emotion, like just to say, give me a fucking line if you want to. Just like that, or some bullshit like that, like Goldie used to say, right? Yeah. I mean, or it's all over, whatever the fuck he said. Come up with your own shit. Say that. Give me some facts, and let's move on to the next fight.
Additional, I know he's no longer there, but Mike Goldberg was one of the worst ever, let's be completely honest. Apart from the quick little quibs that you just previously mentioned, half of the stuff he got wrong was completely annoying. Missaying people's names. It's like, come on, bro. Who else? I thought Brian Stan was overrated as well. I'm throwing that out there.
I like Brian Stan. He's articulate as fuck.
I don't know. There was just something that kind of annoyed me about him in a way.
Whenever people told me they were annoyed by Brian Stan, it was the aria of the man when they call him the best living or the greatest living American. And I was just like, some people no, you know it's funny. It didn't bother me. I was like, whatever. But a lot of people were bothered by that, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess. Look, everyone's got their own taste. You like Ranallo, I like Rogan. You don't like DC. I don't mind DC. You know who I do like those Dominic fucking Cruz on the mic and Paul Felder is not bad.
Paul Felder's growing on me because at first I wasn't sold. I thought everybody was just on the train because obviously he's a fighter. But oh, by the way, can we just, I'm just throwing this out there. Can we please mention how powerful Gooden and Hardy are? That just
they don't get enough events. I swear. I hate that they only get the fucking Fight Pass events. Yeah, you know what I mean, the international ones. And I don't know if they get on FS1 too, I think. Don't they?
Yeah, it's usually like a fight night or a European card.
Yeah, no, let's fucking do a European pay-per-view or something outside, like Europe, and then have them do the fucking pay-per-view broadcast. I mean, throw Rogan in there if you want to for commentary with Jeff with Hardy. But I want Dan Hardy and John Gooden on a pay-per-view because people need to see how good these guys are because they're really good together.
But nonetheless, anyway, yeah, I just think that there's some entertainment for. I feel like there's just somebody who knows the sport as well as can add a comedic value to it, so that's kind of fun for me.
So, by the way, so real quick, what about Boss Rutan? I liked him when he was
I don't know. I don't know. Like because I've always watched it. Like I watched a lot of Pride after Pride because obviously I couldn't watch it or see it or get videos of it. From what I remember, he seemed to be very kind of like the Joe Rogan. Do you know what I mean? He seemed to be the animated one, and it break down fights as they were going on. So I did enjoy it. I just don't have a negative or positive opinion. As far as the character, I think Baz is one of the fucking coolest dudes.
Dude, fucking, I would love to hang out with Boss, like over at like Receptor Spot in Colorado, and just like hang out with Boss over there. Yeah, I took a little bit of it. It's legal here, Boss. Want to hang out? Fuck it, let's do this.
I just want to talk about the comedic events that were happening in central London. A giant ball that was suspended above Oxford Street caused chaos. People don't know. A giant ball was suspended above Oxford Street. If you've seen the videos, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's on some wires and 60 mile per hour winds. were convicted.
So, where is Oxford again?
London.
Okay. All y'all
It's
starting
Oxford
to catch up. Yeah, y'all starting to catch up to us on dumb shit being done at the wrong time. Like, okay, what was the ball about? Like, what was the whole point?
There was an art festival. It was ahead of an art festival that was going to be on this weekend, I believe.
Okay, I mean,
16 mile per hour winds were predicted. Can we just
look? I like the story if it fell off, like it snapped
did.
and flew. It flew away.
It flew down the fucking middle of Oxford Street with all the fucking cars and buses going by.
Awesome! I'm looking at that video right now.
It's just like, come on, guys. Like, I understand we're trying to do something artistic, but a massive, and we're talking like this isn't just a giant ball, guys. I'm talking like this is a humongously big fucking giant ball. Like, this is ridiculously oversized. It's like what you imagine one of those for, you know, like the what do you call them now, the hot air balloons. It's like that kind of big of a ball that's suspended merely feet above a double-decker bus. Come on.
Yeah, that's kind of trippy. Headline prediction: giant inflatable ball breaks free in high winds at Oxford Circus, causing havoc. Oxford Circus, is that what it's called?
Yeah. It's just a part of in central London.
Wow, dude.
I'm just looking at the images and the ball fucking floating around and shit.
Emergency service incident.
What's really gnarly is when you see it before it falls down, and you can
Yeah.
see it actually rippling in the ball, and it looks like a kind of like a leathery PVC ball, which is scary enough.
It's so weird, dude. That's okay. Hey, you know, do your thing. Powerful London.
Fucking my life.
What is
Did
this
you
one?
ever-
The world's most expensive bottle of vodka stolen from a Danish bar.
It was worth approximately 1.3 million US dollars and 960,000 pounds for people over this.
Dude,
It was stolen from Denmark in Copenhagen.
You know that whoever stole it knew where the fuck to look. Yeah, he knew what he was looking for.
Oh, for sure. But my thing is this: do you drink it or do you sell it? I'm just saying.
You sell it to in the black market. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Sounds like this bar owner is in for a good time. Part of the story was the bottle was uninsured and on loan from a Russian businessman. God, if it's Putin, that guy's so fucked.
He's getting put in the fucking ground. That's what's happening.
Why is vodka that expensive?
I don't know, but like it's like Cavassier. Like, why is that so expensive?
You know what I think it is? I think it's just Cavassier is just the name of the shit. But that's
this bottle featured in House of Cards. So Kevin Spacey might have sexually assaulted it and then gone, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gay. Say.
He's bottle gay. He's gay for bottles.
He bottled it.
He's gay for bottles. One of us kind of wants to appear in the. Oh, that's stupid. All right, whatever. I don't care. But you fucked up borrowing anything from a Russian. I'll tell you that much. I'm not saying I know them. I'm sure Russian people are cool. But look, man, I see guys like Khabib and anyone with Magomedov or Medov and their last name, and there's some scary bastards. All right, I don't give a fuck. I ain't messing with no Russians.
I just want to throw back to the ball in London. Lil's in the comments is like, it wasn't even a pretty ball. They could have decorated it. She's kind of right, because when you think it was for an art festival, you thought there'd have been a little something for it.
Yeah. Want me to tell you what Americans would have done with that? It would have been
stars and stripes on it.
Hell no. It would have been like a sack of balls, like a ball sack.
Yeah.
Somebody would have been like, this is art, and made a giant nut sack and then hung it up on top in the middle of New York.
Y'all have put some stars and stripes on it and been like, America's great. That's what it'd feel like.
Dude, it's so weird that hey, no, and you know what's funny? Now you reminded me. The other day I was driving down like near downtown, and for no reason, it was maybe 11 at night. I was driving home, and for no reason, there's a giant crowd of like 15 dudes that could only assume went out to get laid and couldn't. And they were chanting, they were going down the street chanting, they were going down Washington Street chanting USA. So because I was so curious about it, I did like a little turn, circle. Excuse me. It took me 10 minutes to get back to the spot where they were, and they were still doing it. Strong too. And I'm like, well, when you don't get laid, you got that energy, got to go somewhere. I mean, I guess
you're strapped, bro. I'm just saying.
That's so crazy.
Some angry white guys, horny as shit, not getting any pussy.
You better run. You know, it's funny. And when I was in high school, you know, like people were always like, you know, it was before like school shootings became like a common thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is now, or it feels like it is now. But it was before it was like a common thing. And I remember when I was in school, kids would be like, you know, I mean, my high school was small as shit. It was me and 3 black kids. Legit, we're the only non-white people there.
Yeah.
All right, and there was always times where I was just like, man, we got to watch each other's backs. And one of my friends, one of my black friends goes, well, I'm not afraid of these white dudes, and I'm like, you better. Some of these guys are on like some kind of psycho pills. Some of these guys, you know, they get their little feelings hurt, and all of a sudden the world's gonna go to shit. And we're gonna get shut the fuck up. All right, I'm more scared of white dudes than anybody. That's what I would say. That's what I was saying in high school. And every time there's a school shooting, I'm proven right. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not playing.
Okay, but with that same context, can you say that, like, and I'm not trying to, you know, be horrible here, but you know, there's a lot of like black people, Latino people that do a lot of shootings too. Not at schools, maybe, but in general.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you the difference. White dudes shooting up everybody in sight. And minorities, we got that one motherfucker that's gonna get it. That's the difference.
What about the historic thing of like drive-bys and shit, where multiple people would get caught?
Hey, fuck! Because no, look, if you ever hear that Tupac song where he goes, you know, fuck you too. If you down with their crew, fuck you too. If you're down with their crew, fuck you too. I'm just saying, don't fuck with, you know, don't hang out with them.
Kids and parents and women just get hit by strays. Like, what are we talking about?
Should have known your kids better, motherfuckers. All right, he's an asshole. You're going out with him. I'm just playing. No, but for real, like, it's weird little things that I fucking notice, and people, you know, you bring it up to people, and they're like, hey, oh shit, that might be true. Like, well,
I think one of the scariest things in the world is now that, like, we're reverting to this kind of like, what's the word to I'm gonna really struggle to find the correct context to say this, but we're struggling because now there's kind of this allowed racism towards people who were originally classed as racist. So like, if you were so like, right, for or sexist, even sexist. So like, for women, you know, they'd be the butt of jokes. Now, women make jokes about men, and it's like, if a man says anything back, you're naughty. You know, you're a bit naughty. Same with like on the race side as well, though. I love Genesis Elijah, who he does our intros, but when he posts jokes about white people or says something about white people, I'm like, bro, you have white followers, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, that's the thing, though. It's that weird thing that now. But let's put this out there. But if I said anything now as a white male at 30 and said anything derogatory towards any minority, bruh, I'm getting lit up on social media. Facts.
Look, man, the pendulum swings. That's how it works. Pendulum swing. Right now, it's way on this side. The scary part, that motherfucker's gonna come all the way back. Here's how it happened. All right, we're going. It's 2008. Yeah, 2008. Obama gets elected. We can say all the shit we want to tell white people. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Trump gets elected. Fuck. Fuck. We're fighting back. That's what it is. I don't know. It's weird. Go ahead. Tell me your thought. No, I was saying, like, if you pay attention to human behavior, every single person on this planet is 100% completely full of fucking shit. We're all full of shit. It's hilarious, but nobody wants to talk about it because everyone wants to be the top, you know, the top, on top of the mountain, winning this shit. It's so weird. People want to admit they're idiots.
I want to roll with that to kind of finish off with the last story that I want us to cover, and then we'll hit this one out of the park. Logan Paul.
Hey, I just found out who this fucker was, by the way. But go ahead.
Do you want to tell the story? Do you know the ins and outs of it?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here's what happened. All right. So I'm laying in bed. I can't sleep. And my phone. I'm just, you know, you go on Snapchat and you fucking swipe around and shit. And it's like, Logan Paul in trouble with YouTube. Logan Paul's fans are mad at him. And I'm like, who the fuck is Logan Paul? So I was like, I can't sleep. So I click on the video, on the little Snapchat thing. And I'm like, oh, he posted a picture of a dead body. I mean, or a video of a dead body. Okay. I mean, whatever. And so then I'm like, I can't sleep. let's just rabbit hole. Let's dive into the rabbit hole. Fuck it. So I look for the video, couldn't find it. I know where to look. Apparently he deleted it. I find the video. This motherfucker went to the suicide forest. I forget how to say the name, and even if I could read it, I fucking can pronounce it correctly.
It's in Japan,
but
though, isn't it?
It is Japan. Suicide forest in Japan. I mean, look, all you gotta do is Google search suicide forest, and you will see it's one of the craziest things. The reason it's a suicide forest is because it's such a dense area, and it's so big that people go there to kill themselves, like in the most loneliest of ways, right? So this dude goes in there, and apparently he was like going in there to do some kind of ghost shit, right? Pretend there's a ghost and a bunch of exactly. And we knew what he was going there for, but still, he claims he was going there to do some shit like that, or to do like a fake dead body or whatever the fuck. Well, then these motherfuckers went into real shit. They went to a real dead body. Here's where it gets fucking like gross, in my opinion. He goes up, they film the body, they make a half-assed attempt to blur out the face and shit. They make it a point to be like, it's a real dead body. This isn't fake. This isn't fake. I'm not doing this for views at all. Totally not doing this for views. I'm not going to monetize the video. And then tries to top it off with like an anti-suicide fucking message, right? But in the video, him and his buddies are constantly laughing. Now, that's a legitimate response to stress. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
The fact that they did it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again was just like, okay, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
The fact that he turned around and said to one of his friends in the video, "What, have you never seen a dead body before?"
Yeah.
And then he miles.
Yeah.
That's the darkness for me. That's where I was.
And so everyone got mad at him. He lost some he lost some subscribers, which doesn't mean much for him. He has like the most on fucking YouTube. And people were coming out at him, man. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad called him an asshole. Or no, he didn't call him an asshole. He said, "You're gonna rot in hell." Everyone's coming at him. I watched the video, and then he put out like a half-ass apology on Twitter, which is not an apology. Then he put out this video on YouTube apologizing, where he looks like he's gonna cry. It's totally, to me, totally disingenuous.
I think he was genuinely crying. You know why he was crying? Because he realized half of his sponsors and half of the people that were unsubscribed and not being involved in his fucking empire that he's built. Yeah.
So, and then afterwards, I went and watched some of his other stuff. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. He's a dick. Like, he's kind of a massive douchebag. So, and apparently he has a little brother who's a bigger douchebag. So, whatever. But regardless, I didn't know Logan Paul was a thing until a couple nights ago. I'd
heard the name before because obviously it's one of those kind of YouTube names.
Right.
I mean, I didn't really know who he was. I've never really watched his videos. I've probably seen clips of his videos and never even realized it. But at the end of the day, that guy went to that forest to see a dead body.
Yep.
Found a dead body. He turned around to his friend and said, because the friend was kind of like nervous, and he was like, "What, have you never seen a dead body before?" Smirks, and then it's just like, you can't say that shit. Like, I understand, right? Controversy creates cash. We all know this. Sex sells. All those fucking slogans, they all go as they go. But the thing is, though, is at the end of the day, this guy did it on purpose. He got reprimanded for his actions because people have turned around and revolted against him. My concern is that people who didn't know who he was and like watching douchebags like him will subscribe to the channel also. So in either way, in a sense, he's gonna win-win because there's gonna be people who are gonna watch that. I heard that he's gonna take a break from YouTube and stuff. A part of me thinks that he'll come back and he'll do some fucking charity thing with some suicide thing so that he can, repent his sins and, put a positive spin on this and help some charity, which I'm not against because obviously it helps the charity. But at the end of the day, he's a fucking knob. Like, no two ways about it.
I'm looking around and on Twitter about Logan Paul. I just put in Logan Paul and searched it. There's a dude, I forgot this guy's name, but True Jordy, yeah. Yeah, he did a video and he's crying about Logan Paul's dead body video. I didn't watch it, so I don't know what he's saying, but I'm like watching him cry right now. He's like in tears.
All I know is this fucking knob. At the end of the day, we're all trying to, make entertaining videos for everybody like that.
Whoa, this is getting dark. Apparently, Logan Paul fans are like defending him.
Yeah,
and like throwing like really same fucking shit. Apparently, one Japanese vlogger responded to the dead body video, and one of the commenters says, "Let the Japs kill themselves." Like, wow, Wow. You know what it is? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem with people like Logan Paul, like name another ignorant motherfucker that know that people like that we don't like really.
What's his name? The guy, the fucking conspiracy guy. Like, we don't really like him.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. There you go.
Okay, Rush Limbaugh, Bill O'Reilly. I don't really have a problem with these people. I have a problem with their fucking idiot followers and fans. Those motherfuckers are the worst scum on the planet. Why? Because they're the ones eating that shit up. I mean, you know what I mean? And then attacking people like a fucking nest of ants. It's so crazy. And people are just exactly. It's exactly what it is. It's a cult following. They always call it cult following, right? It's a legitimate cult following. You know what I mean? Like if this Logan Paul kid went and made a video and said, you know what? Somebody finds so-and-so and end their just end them. Someone's gonna go do it. Like that's what's fucking crazy. And it's just like that makes me so fucking careful about what I let like when I have kids, if I ever have kids, like, about what they're gonna be like allowed to see. Like, I know what's out there. Go fuck yourself. I'm not letting you get stuck on this bullshit. You need to see what's out there, but I'm not letting you get addicted to this shit. This is bullshit.
I think the scary thing is what you got to take into account with YouTube and these, you know, personalities, these big name ones. A lot of these people don't have any other interaction but watching these videos, and they've watched these people for 5-10 years on YouTube, and they've grown up with them, so they're gonna defend them because they have that that attachment.
Weird connection. It's that fucking gang mentality that everybody has, right? Everyone wants to be part of a gang. Everyone wants to be on the same team. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I'm going to literally fight you in the middle of the street because of ideas. You assholes. It's so stupid. But
nonetheless, one of the positive things I want to say, if you're ever in one of those things, just on the suicide spin, I just want to say this. If you ever need anybody to talk to, go to the Calm Zone. It's a brilliant charity company that do anonymous calls. You know, they do web chats as well. So you've always got someone to talk to. So please, like I say, fucking don't be, you know, alone, man. If you ever need to talk to somebody, there's always somebody to reach out to. So fuck Logan Paul and fuck anybody who likes Logan Paul. I'm just saying that right here, right now. But on a positive note, we're out this bitch, motherfuckers. So Eddie, I'm just going to say this. You can catch me at Lamprey on Instagram, Lamprey on Twitter, and you can catch me at Just Ash Official on Snapchat. And I'll leave it to you, Eddie.
All right, look, man, and the same thing about the suicide thing. Definitely reach out, get some help. All right, it's not over. At the very least, get on Snapchat and start following those chicks that do strip teases on there. Believe me, if you're having a shit day, that's fucking pulled me out of a shit day before. I'm like, woo, yeah, girl, what's good? And then it gets to the end, it's like sign up for my premium Snapchat so you can see everything without all these clothes on. And I'm just like, how much is that? And then I remember and then I remember, wait, porn's free.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, all right, motherfuckers, you can follow me on Twitter at elove31. Of course, the Keyboard Warriors at keyboardwarriorsmma.com. Just dropped the audio episode this morning on iTunes from last night's Keyboard Warriors, where we did our end of the year awards. Scheduled tomorrow is my Comedy of Errors. Of course, you guys know it's my personal iTunes and SoundCloud, only available on there, not on YouTube at all. This is where I talk about my shit. You know, it is not, it's personal to a degree, to be honest with you. So I talk about all my shit. Huh?
Check that, motherfuckers.
Yeah, get that shit. And shout out to Represent, RepTheWarriors.com. Shout out to SpicyPros.com. Who Receptra's the shit though.
Yeah, Receptra's the bomb digger.
I gotta hit them up. Make sure you guys hit up Receptra. The code word or whatever is the heel hook.
Yes, sir.
All right, make sure you get on that shit. All right, if you have any questions about how to get there, hit my man up right here at ashlamprey.com or ashlamprey.com at Ashley Lamprey on Twitter, right?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, all right, trying to memorize this shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, my brother from the other side of the ocean, global warming might not be real. It might be real. We don't know. It's cold as fuck everywhere. But Jeff Sessions, you can go fuck yourself.